The evolution of our setup started because we were a 5-piece band. It was drums, 2 guitars, bass, and vocals. Then we started traveling, and it got like a little bit tough to bring 5 people on the road. So basically what we did was reduce this into what we think it was the essentials.
We were like looking for control. You know, we really wanted control of our sound. If in an ideal world we could have the maximum control over the idea that's here and what people are hearing, how would we do that? And that's when we like got Ableton and we got monitors and we were like, we need to produce our own music.
And our music is really mellow, it's more chill. So you want to see a performance. So we were asking ourselves, how can we make it really exciting instead of having a laptop on top of us? So we decided to like get this light rig and just to create the vibe that we want to set up with the lights and the sound.
This is my live setup. It's very simple. I have these 3 pedals. They're a Tease Helicon chain, and I'm running my vocals through them. One of it is an adaptive tone pedal. It's basically like compression and EQ, kind of levels up the live sound to sound more kind of like a studio quality. Then this one is a doubling pedal, so I can make it sound like a chorus, like there's more than one of me sounding. And then I have reverb. I usually get reverb from house consoles, but I have like an extra control where if I want it to sound really big at some moments, I just crank it up. Then if I want really dry vocals, I can take it down, and I pass this all and then use my SM58 beta microphone, which is a super cardioid microphone. It takes more of the sound from the center of the capsule and rejects more on the sides. And then this is a sampler, the SP44SX, and it allows me to input my own sounds that I create, whether it's sampling my own voice or sampling a recording, and then I can just play it rhythmically, manually here, but I have it in here, so it's just kind of like a very open tool where you can put anything that you can think of.
So my setup is really, really simple. For my guitar, I use the Polytune. It's a true bypass pedal. And then the Holy Grail. It's not a classic sounding pedal, but because I use a lot of single notes, kind of like African style, I need like more depth into my notes. So yeah, let me try some stuff. My guitar playing tends to be like, so if I don't have it, like it wouldn't like, that tone would be like really dry. And with the computer, now that we have like this hybrid of playing acoustic instruments with electronic beats, most of the stuff I'm producing is through Ableton. I write everything on Ableton, with all those VSTs and stuff.
So our lights run through this piece of hardware called DMXs, which allows us to control different colors of lights. Say we want red, we can turn our lights in red. We have 2 different channels, channel 1 and channel 9, so we can have separate decisions of colors. And then we save these as presets and we trigger them as MIDI notes. So this is reacting. It's reacting as strobe lights that are connected to the sound, and you'll hear where the sound hits. This is it's programmed to sound with a kick, with a dun dun dun. Well, about gear is like it gives control. It allows you to be able to do that. So like, how can I further have a better, even larger expression of what I can do vocally is like have live effects going live, you know? It's like, well, now you're hearing 5 of me. And now you're hearing this great chorus that has a lot of reverb. And now you're hearing me whisper.
Also, it's the closest to be an MC. It's the closest to be like Drake or Kanye. Something like that, because an MC gives energy to the audience. And when we see ourselves, the 2 of us in front of 100 people, 200 people, It's like, okay, everybody knows that it's electronic music, so they're looking for this energy. So we just have to provide that through our body, through our sweat, and through our energy.